This is a dangerous group.
Prepare for launch in
Groups that
3,
we're dealing with now.
2, 1.
This is a dangerous group.
Prepare for launch in
Groups that
3,
we're dealing with now.
2, 1.
Pick up the papers and you're bound to find there's endless stories of domestic and international crimes, tales of war, death, poverty, pain, editorials by top hosts that tell us who's to blame. Rejoicing in the news of Hussein slain, debating whether the assassination of bin Laden was in vain. Writing of the leadership we must put in place in Iraq, Israel, or wherever our forces show their faces.
Pick up the papers and I know that you will see there are signs of local travesty. The American philosophy, the crumbs of the rich will fall to the poor.
So white-collar crimes are fined as poor men are prosecuted more. Injustice is spawned exponentially as unrest unfolds nationally. Foster children rolls enlarge as children are taken from loved ones and kin, placing them in worse danger than from the beginning. And I swear
The New World Order is winning because we're not building schools and infrastructure to make a living, while 401k plans here still are not forgiven.
and affirmative action is attacked like a turkey on Thanksgiving. International trade and unequal border. Countries in Africa deteriorate farther. North Korea speaks harder as China reaps the fodder. Liberia even swings the sword as Palestine gives Israel its word. The rhetoric is read and heard everywhere.
Police beat helpless youth when black is in their roots. They shoot to kill with no proof of a crime, making prisoners of black men that do not deserve the time. There's no more need for hidden cameras. You'll read of the starvation of Americans in our midst. Read tales of young kids found raped and murdered when missed, when their lips barely kissed where the time went. An article of someone gone berserk, shooting and killing over 14 at work. An abortion clinic burned down at night by firm supporters of right to life.
While father kills his children for spite. Revenge he claims on his cheating wife. Doctors neglecting their patients' rights. They're amputating wrong limbs and smoking crack pipes. I read of fights, and there are fights. Fights for civil rights, human rights, the right to vote, the right to choke on cigarette smoke.
And I am expected to get on this mic and ignite a revolution? If what you read and see every day does not move you,
Then what the fuck do you want me to do? I am not scared of the Taliban, the communists, or the Ku Klux Klan. The ozone depleting or Big Brother's hand.
I am not afraid of crime, death, rape, or rapture, beach erosion, evolution, or Gaddafi's capture.
I am not afraid of diseases, hunger, war, the fall of the dollar, being impoverished or poor. Not racism, classism, extinction, or slavery. The threat of imprisonment or mafia heads tailing me don't scare me. I am not a revolutionary because the present does not scare me. Like the other commentators and poets, I'm reading the papers, but I rationalize what I find. I expect to hear of famine, death, and unthinkable crime.
But in my time on the mic, know that I will say whatever the fuck I like.
I know the problems we choose to claim we face. We're capitalizing off this figment of our imagination called race.
So call me the disgrace for placing the mirror in your face, whether political, sexual, or interpersonal debates. Don't wait for me to give you an agenda on this mic. Go home and read the papers if you need a revolutionary tonight.
Call me crazy, you wouldn't be the first. But my mouth does not thirst to drink of that cup. But I shan't leave my audience out of luck, so I'll call them up for you. Revolutionaries, revolutionaries, where are you stand? The mic is bare, the audience stares, and somewhere in this hood I know there is a revolutionary here. Come to the mic and preach to the untoward generations. Teach them endless struggles, debate late reparations, separation of church and state, illegitimate studies enforced on African primates. Revolutionaries awake, come and preach to the police.
They're trigger-happy, short-tempered, and unwilling to turn the other cheek. We seek help from you because the papers are unclear.
We need our revolutionaries because our individual strength is what we truly
Are
fear.
y'all-
Revolutionaries, are y'all still here?
Are y'all
Revolutionaries,
still here?
are y'all still here?